Okay. Yeah, thanks for saying hi, Blue. I'm gonna be on. I'll be doing both for the next hour and a half. So, well, less than an hour and a half. But let's get this started. Okay, I think my audio is on. Yeah, we're good. All right, you're looking at the clock. We are an hour and 24 minutes away from the Big Brother finale. This is the big live stream we've been waiting for. Let me just pop this off again. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here. We have made it. 3 months have passed, and now it is time to crown the winner of Big Brother 25. This is the Big Brother 25 season finale kickoff. We are streaming here on YouTube as well as on Kick. So hello to everyone who's on Kick right now. Feel free, join along. I meant to get something real quick. Had to get something real quick. There we go. All right, we're Gucci. So let's get started. All right. So for those of you who are watching on Kick, my camera's up here, so I'm gonna be looking up the whole time. So just bear with me, okay? But anyway, to all of you on YouTube right there, well, tonight's the night. Somebody's gonna walk away with $750,000. Somebody's gonna walk home with $75,000, and the other person is gonna win nothing. So it all comes down to this. But before, well, let me pull up the presentation real quick. Because we have a lot we're going to talk about. So in this finale kickoff, we're going to be discussing who I'm going to reevaluate all the players, and we're going to talk about has my opinion changed on them or anything. So we'll be talking about that. I'll be playing the jury scenarios, see who's going to vote for who tonight, depending on the final two, and some other important news, including a possible new season of Big Brother coming very soon, as soon as we transition over to 2024. So let's get started. So once upon a time, there were 16 house guests, and one at a time. Well, let me put my face away real quick. There we go. So yeah, once upon a time, we had 16 house guests chilling in the house, and now let's see how and along the way, we've evicted people here and there. So one by one, everyone's picture started turning to black and white. Until there were only 4. But now hold up. Since tonight is the finale and we still have 4 faces up on the memory wall, we still need to get rid of somebody, which means we have another recap we have to do. So with that, we're going to do the weekend review. The final one of the season, well, not the final one of the season, because we're going to have one more recap show. But let's see. Let's check it out. So we had just come off of last week's eviction with Suri and Felicia, with Suri going to the jury house. And that brought us to the final 4. We have Bowie Jane, we have Felicia, we have Jag, and we have Matt. And let me bring my face up here real quick. No. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. I'm going to do this today because I want you all to see the presentation. I don't want anyone hiding from this one. So these are our final 4. We have brought ourselves to the penultimate head of household competition. The winner of this competition, it's a basic question one. The winner will guarantee themselves the first spot in the finale and will be able to compete in the final head of household. It's a 3-part competition. So Let's see who's the first person to punch their ticket to finale night. It's Bowie Jane. And our reaction is just as that was pretty much our reaction to her winning the head of household. So, not only is Bowie Jane head of household, but she has also claimed the first spot in the Big Brother 25 finale. So we put her face right there. 2 more people will be joining. We'll have the winner of the veto, or the person who's going to cast the soul vote, and then we'll have the third person who will be the one that survived the final 4 eviction. So now at this point, do we really have to talk about alliance charts? We kind of know it's only buckled down to 2. We have the Mafia, that is Matt, Jag, and Bowie Jane. And we have the Minutemen inside of the Mafia, Jag and Matt, who have been steamrolling the second half of this game. So it's pretty obvious who's on the outskirts and who desperately needs to win this final veto. So we head into the final nomination ceremony of the season. It's Felicia. That's the person who was on the outskirts. But somebody has to sit next to her. And Bowie Jane's already claimed the spot, so it's down to Jag and Matt. And we kind of talked about it on the last live stream. Bowie Jane and Jag seem to be coming up with a final 2 plan to take both each other to final 2. So let's see who's sitting on the block. It's Matt. Very first time on the block this season. Hopefully it'll be the last. But yeah, this is the final nomination ceremony. But since this is final 4, the nominations don't mean a thing. It ultimately comes down to the final veto of the season, the all-important one. And it's a day's competition, so our house guests have been heavily studying for this event. And with that, so this win is very crucial. Not only will you gain safety, but you likely will take the second spot in the finale, depending on who wins it. So let's see who does win it. The final power of veto winner is Jag. No surprise. Jag has been steamrolling the competitions this season, so it's pretty clear he's setting himself up to get to final 2. Now, since Jag was not nominated for eviction, the second spot in the finale is going to go to Jag. So, congrats to Jag. That leaves only 1 more spot available for the final 3 as we get closer to the eviction. So, since Jag won, he's the only person that would have been eligible for nominations. The final nominations are Felicia and Matt. So, now the Minutemen seems to be going strong. But however, Felicia is going to do whatever it takes to make sure she's in that final 3. So, what does she have in store? She's going to talk to Jag about possibly going against Matt and sending Matt to the jury house, which would be a very shallow move on his part, seeing as they had a final 2 deal very early in the game. They almost have completed their goal, but now Jag is going to take this backstabbing into consideration for Felicia's sake. So now Jag has a big decision on his hands. Does he want to roll with Matt for the final 2? Or does he want to split up the Mafia right now, knowing that taking Matt to final 2 would be a risky move? There's a lot of decisions going into this final 4 eviction. So now, Miss Felicia, we've seen her on the block a numerous amount of times, but could this be it for Felicia? Let me get my phone ready to go. Okay. So, let's dive right in. This is the penultimate eviction. There will be one more after this one. Felicia versus Matt. One of them's going to the jury house. The other one is booking their ticket to final 3. So there is only, what's up, gambler? I'm on YouTube right now, so I'm looking up and down. So just follow along. Okay, final 4 eviction. There is only one eviction vote up for grabs. And since Jag won the power of veto and he cannot go up, since he cannot go up as the nominee, he is casting the vote to evict tonight. So is it going to be Felicia or is it going to be Matt? Let's watch and see who Jag decides. I'm going to shift Jag's picture over, and whoever side it goes to, that is the person he's evicting. And if you're on Kick, you can't see this. I'm sorry. Go to YouTube and watch, or pull up YouTube and Kick at the same time. I'm sure you can make it happen. Anyway, let's see who Jag chooses. He chose Miss Felicia. So with that, by a vote of 1-0, or by Jag's vote, Felicia has been evicted from the Big Brother house. All right. Now let's make it official on the memory wall. There we go, Miss Felicia. And now we are down to only 3 house guests. And if you're on here, well, that we were recapping the final 4 eviction because they actually did an eviction on Sunday. So I'm recapping what happened on Sunday, and we just made that eviction happen right now. Let me flip the camera so I can show you guys. This is the memory wall right here. So now we are down to 3. And now yes, there are 3 people left now. So we are sending Felicia to the jury right now. And there's only one more spot. Yeah, because this is the finale kickoff. This is the pre-show because the finale is coming up at 8:00 p.m. Except for me because I still have 2 more hours to wait. But for the East Coast people, the finale is going to kick off in like an hour or so. But it ends tonight. It's ending tonight. No, don't tell me because I'm going to watch. I'm watching the finale in real time. So I want no spoilers, no nothing. I'm going to have to stay off Facebook. But we can talk about it afterwards. Okay, there's one spot in the jury, and that's going to whoever gets evicted tonight as we finalize our 3 spots. Yeah, so you'll be watching hockey tonight. That's cool. So we have Bowie Jane, we have Jag, and we have Matt. Now, let me put my face back up on here real quick. So now that we have the final 3, I want you all, if anybody's watching or commenting, I want you to give your pick as to who. Oh, you can't really see this. Dang it. Can I put it here? Oh, you can't really see. Oh, there we go. I did not think this through. I'm sorry. Okay. So I made little snippets that said Team Bowie Jane, Team Matt, or Team Jag. Who do you think is going to win the finale tonight? Put a hashtag in the comments on any stream that you're on. Hashtag Team Bowie Jane, hashtag Jag, or hashtag Matt. We'll see who comes on top tonight. But hold on, let me get back up on here. Okay. So we recapped that spot. In the next week's show, we're going to recap the finale and everything, what happened, and who wins ultimately, and who gets America's favorite house guest. But we still have lots more to talk about in this live stream, including the player reevaluation. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go through all 16 house guests again in the order that they were evicted, and we're going to talk about my point of view from back then. In fact, we're actually going to play little snippets of when I was talking about the players on YouTube. So you won't be able to see it here, but on the YouTube stream, you're going to hear what I had to say about the players back in August, and then I'll give my opinion on what I think of them now. So let's go ahead. So the first person we're going to talk about is Kirsten, and let's switch gears. So this is my stream from back in August, and you're going to listen to what I have to say about the contestant, and then we will sit and talk about what I think of them now. Okay, let's move on because I'm so excited. I want to get to that video. Kirsten Elwin, age 25, from Houston, Texas, a molecular biologist. Oh my God, so she's freaking smart. I need a data scientist. And she's gorgeous too. See, this is what I love. I love gorgeous people like this going into science and stuff. See, 20, 30 years ago, you wouldn't even see these people doing science. You would only be the glasses nerds and all that. Time has changed since then, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Do I think she can make it to the end? Yes. I think she can make it to the end, but she needs to downplay that profession. Definitely, because if they find out she's a molecular biologist, they're going to nix her for sure, because they're like, oh, you're smart. You're dangerous for this game. She could be one to get into a showman's too. So I would be careful, Kirsten. I hope you're dating someone. I hope you're with someone, because then that will make your game easy. So I have good thoughts for Kirsten. I think she will make it to jury for sure. I do see that happening. So all right, Luke Valentine. So oh my God. Let's go back to my face. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up the audio because I want to be able to hear the audio as well. Sorry. Technicalities. Okay, there we go. So Kirsten, what do I think about Kirsten? So what do I think about Kirsten? I didn't really have good vibes from her right away. She was going to be like one of them girls, just kind of in her head and all that stuff. And that's exactly what happened. She was the first person to be evicted. And, my opinion has not changed on hers. So there's that. Anyway, that's all I got to say about Kirsten. Now, Riley really surprised me. And we'll talk about it after we listen to her spiel. All right, and our final house guest, Riley Smedley, age 24, from Nashville, Tennessee, bartender. She's a bartender, which makes sense. I also looked online. I believe she did sports in college, if that is her. And it had to have been not too long ago, I think, because she's 24 right now. So let's see, 19. So that's 5 years ago. So 2018. 2018, yeah. So she was doing basketball, college basketball. So, which means she's very athletic. So she might want to downplay that a little bit. Have a good social game. I have a feeling she's going to be part of the showmances too. She could be looking for one, and that's going to really screw up your game. Just saying. So I was right. She can make it to jury, I think, unless they decide to pull a Whitney on her, because Whitney from Big Brother 23, they nixed her before jury. So I don't know. I'll wait and see. We're going to stop right there before. Okay. So Riley, I totally predicted she was going to be in a showman's for sure. I was not expecting her to be the first head of household, and I definitely wasn't expecting to see her get evicted second. But honestly, it was best for Matt's game, because if Riley had not been evicted early on, I don't think Matt would have been able to function, and he would not be where he is today. So, and yes, she was the athletic person. So that's ultimately what that contributed to her downfall in the game. But also, too, I wasn't expecting her to go on such a power trip. And at the beginning of the game, people were just so upfront with each other. They were just telling each other secrets and everything. There was like literally no loyalty in this season. So many alliances were broken. So many secrets were told, except a couple ones that we're going to hear tonight on the show. Um, but yeah, it's weird how it came about. So, but I think it was good that Riley got evicted, um, because it helped Matt's game because Matt is still clinging up to Riley so much. Like he is so ready to hang out with Riley tonight. So it's they've been waiting. They've been waiting so much. So okay, I'm gonna find. Okay, let's move on to Heisem, 14th place. Um, let me play you what I said back then. I think this is how he pronounces it. It's Heisem Guli.
Predicted it.
Gueli. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I'm gonna know for sure how he pronounces it after the premiere. So I apologize if I pronounce that wrong. It's either Hisam or Hisam, not Hisam. I think it's Hisam. Age 45 years old. I think him and Bowie are the second oldest contestants, or tied for the second oldest.
Mm-hmm.
But again, look at him, 45 years old. Sorry, the picture is kind of fuzzy because some pictures they're like up close. But if you watch the premiere, just look, he's amazing. So, age 45, from Seattle, Washington. I'm very curious as to where he was originally born, or if he was. Maybe he was born in Seattle, Washington. I want to know a little bit about his ethnicity, his background. A geriatric physician. Let me look this up real quick.
I'm looking up the definition right now.
So a geriatric doctor, also called geriatricians, specialize in caring for aging adults who often have complex medical issues. Okay, so he tends to the elderly, or people of a particular age. Depends. Okay, so probably seniors, probably people of a particular age. So I expect his personality to be bubbly, very outgoing, which I think it is. I heard some of his videos. He was he was energetic. I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye on this guy. I really do. Do I think he has what it takes? I think so. I think he can make it to the end. He could definitely make it to jury for sure, and he better. But I would love for him to downplay his profession. I don't know if he should announce that he's a physician. Maybe if he tends to what's the word? A pediatrician. I think he should tell people that he's a pediatrician, which are a doctor that tends to the kids. That might buy him some sympathy. So we'll see. But I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy. I feel good vibes with this person.
Okay.
I feel good vibes with this person.
Oops. I picked the wrong one. Whoops. What do I do? Okay. So yeah, I was totally wrong about Heisem. His personality really was fitting right when they made the Professors Alliance. Then he kind of there's always someone that wants to be the not the manipulator, the one who runs the alliance, and that's what did it for Heisem. He was the second head of household of the season, and he went on a power trip, and his alliance members did not like that. And it's tough because he was one of my final two picks, and he got evicted week 3. So that was a bad call. So Heisem's personality really, really threw me for a loop. So, but anyway, yeah, his personality was something. At that point, there was no hope for him. And at that point, Cameron had already been on the block twice. So, but I had high hopes for Heisem, and it just did not. It did not work. So next, let's talk about Red. Whoa, no. I keep pushing the wrong button. Oops. Okay. I'm just gonna have to hold this in my hand. Okay, perfect. Also, okay, screw it. We are now at the 1 hour mark. There's only 1 more hour to go. We're gonna talk about Red. So let me hear what we had to say about Red. We got 2 more house guests. By the way, we are less than 30 minutes away, folks. We're getting there. We're almost done. Let's meet Red Utley. Utley? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Red. Let's just call him Red. Age 37, from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Obviously. He's into sales. Okay. So sales, you've got to have a good social game there. You're a people person. So he interacts with a lot of people. Judging by his picture, he must have a very good personality. Fun to hang out with. I just hope it remains that way in the house. He reminds me of a contestant from Big Brother Over the Top. His name was Cornbread, believe it or not. He wanted to be called that, apparently. So Red, I think, could be potential for America's Favorite House guest. I don't know if he can make it to the end. If he makes it to the end, it's because he's going to be a pawn for most of this game. Which I can see. Because who's going to vote out Red? You have him next to Luke or Corey. Red is sitting pretty. Unless they decide to do a 180, which can happen because, remember, expect the unexpected. He can make it to jury for sure. I really hope they do. He can at least make it to jury. Okay, again, I was totally wrong about Red also, but he did have a good personality. I really did like his personality. But he ended up, the one time he got nominated, it was bad on his part. Excuse me. And it was a shocker too. Cameron was supposed to be going home, and then I think Cameron won the veto, but Jared was the one that turned Red and Cam against each other, and they kind of left on like iffy terms. So I know Cam's excited to see Red tonight after all this time, kind of patch up whatever was demolished. I'm sure they're gonna have a good friendship outside of this. But yeah, I think Jag was sitting right next to him on the block that day that he was evicted. So yeah, I think ultimately Red was done wrong, and his was the first big blindside of the season, as Cameron and Bowie Jane were on the wrong side of the boat, and everybody else straight up lied to them, and that's what lit a fire in Bowie, that made her this kind of bitter person. Like, for the whole time, it's like, you do me wrong once, that's it. You're at the top of my hit list. So that's what made Bowie such an emotional player as opposed to a strategic player. So, but yeah, Red was done wrong too early in the game. Okay, next we have Izzy. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's talk about Izzy. Next we have Izzy Gleicher. I think it's Gleicher. Izzy Gleicher. Age 32. She is from New York, and she is a professional flautist. Yes, that's how you pronounce the word. Not flutist, flautist. Yes. I'm a band geek. I should know this stuff. Yep. And so is Izzy. Yep. So I
be a good potential with Izzy. Um,
Yep.
so represent. Do I think she can make it to the end? It's possible. I need to see how she does with competitions. We'll see, because she has to have at least one. Um, then again, Dr. Will, if you don't win competitions, your social game better be on point, like Dr. Will. So I think so. I don't know. See, here's the thing with us band geeks. Our social games, we could be socially awkward. So I think maybe Izzy could have issues kind of blending in with the crowd a little bit. Um, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe she's very social and can spark up a conversation just like that. Um, she could have an issue with lying though, like telling she's gonna be honest with you like all the time. Maybe that could get her in trouble. I don't know.
Yep.
I do think she can make it to jury for sure. I do think she can make it to jury. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this one too. All right.
Okay. So Izzy ended up being one of my favorites, like I predicted. Um, but she didn't have a problem fitting in because she right away. Oh, nice. Sorry, I read a Twitter post. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, Izzy ended up being one of my favorites. She didn't really have an issue fitting in because, and we'll talk more about Suri and Jared later, but she found out the secret right away. And she was the only one in the house who knew, but she kept it a secret. So she was with Suri and Jared most of the time, and Felicia, and all the rest of the professors. Um, but she was mainly with Suri and Felicia and Jared. That was her core people. So, and it worked out for her. But she did play honest game. She did not lie about anything except the red vote. That was the only thing she had to lie about. But she wasn't even the one that was confronting Bowie Jane. It was Felicia primarily, and a little bit of Suri, but mainly Felicia. And yet Izzy was the one that got the boot because of it. That's because Cameron and Izzy had this, I don't know, clash of personalities. She's got a strong vendetta against Cam, so I'm sure she's just looking forward to seeing him tonight. This is gonna be a fun finale. Just wait. I did like Izzy, and it sucks that she had to go so early. I'm so happy with the way she exited, though. She Cameron was gonna go for a hug, and she was all like, "Nope, uh, I'll see you later, Piggy," or something like that, because they were wearing the pig costumes at that time. So, but yeah, she was a really good player. All right, we kind of talked about Jared a little bit. We're going to talk more about Jared right now. We've got 11th place. We'll talk about him in a minute.
Age 25 from Norwalk, Connecticut, and he's an exterminator. It did not specify what kind of extermination. I'm guessing bugs. Exterminator. Okay, so here, listen up. This is the other contestant that is related to a Survivor contestant. His mother, Cirie Fields, Cirie. His mother won Survivor. Not only that, but this year she also appeared on another game show and won the show as well. The Traders, which I think I'm going to probably watch around Halloween time. So we'll already be about halfway done with Big Brother at that time. By the way, if you want to check out The Traders, it's on Peacock. And some Big Brother favorites, Rachel Riley and Cody Calafiore, both winners of Big Brother. Below Decks, Kate Chastain. She just had a baby, by the way. Congrats. And one of the Bachelors, Ari. And I think a couple others. And then some Survivor. A couple reality stars, and then some actual real people. Um, I need to understand the concept of the show, but I'm going to watch it, like I said, in October. I'm going to watch The Traders and see how that goes. So, but anyway, so his mom won Survivor. He's going into the house. If I'm gonna watch to see if him and Corey interact. Maybe he'll tell Corey his secret. I think that's the only way they would get to work together, like make an alliance, a Survivor alliance. But nobody else, Jared, no one else knows your secret. Nobody is going to know your secret, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. I don't remember if Zach won his season.
No.
Let me see.
I'm looking it up as I have a bunch of corrections.
I'm looking it up right now.
I have a bunch of corrections I have to do on this one because I was so off.
Survivor 42. Oh, he was the second person to leave Survivor 42, Zach Wartenberger. So, what if did Siri ended up on the same series? Let's see.
Now we're looking up.
Okay, no, they didn't end up in the series.
We'll resume in a second. Don't worry.
Oh, I don't know if she won. I don't know if she won her series.
No, she did not. 4 times she did not win.
Okay, so she's been on a couple seasons. So Jared's mom first appeared in 2006 on Survivor Panama, finishing in 4th place. 2008, she returned for Survivor Micronesia, placed 3rd. Then she was on Survivor Heroes vs. Villains in 2010, finishing 17th. Okay, she didn't win her series. I'm sorry. I thought she won, but she did win the Traders, though. She did win that series.
Yeah.
She was on Survivor Game Changers. This was how long ago was this? 2017, and she finished in 6th place.
Mm-hmm.
So was eliminated without receiving a vote. What was that? Was that the one that they had a tiebreaker on? I wonder.
Okay, so I spent most of the time trying to figure out Suri, which that's how you pronounce her name is Suri, not Siri. Oh, but anyway, okay. We're talking about Jared. We're gonna have all the time to talk about Suri in a little bit. He was a double eviction victim. Izzy found out his secret real quick. Like the first minute she saw Suri, she went right to Jared and told him, "Look, I know your secret." And to this day, him and Izzy are like this. They're like brother and sister now, and she is ready. She cannot wait to see Suri outside the house. But anyway, Jared, he was second to be evicted in the double eviction, the very first one, and then was a part of the zombie twist. And then a week later, he competed to get back into the house, but Cameron beat him. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Sorry. I was looking at something else. Anyway, yeah, these were the predictions I made like way back when. So we're revisiting all that info. But yeah, I learned that Suri did not win those seasons. Suri, I got to watch The Traders as well, and it was quite a series. Let me tell you. I think you all need to go watch The Traders. That was a really good show. So just work on that. But yeah, Jared was officially evicted after the zombie twist. Cameron ended up going back into the house. So yeah, that's Jared. His personality, I knew he was going to be rough around the edges, but yeah, I would say, and I was not expecting him to get into showmance either. I was not. So anyway, okay, let's talk about Nicole or Mimi. Let me pull up her bio.
from
Okay.
Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Sorry, I'm not good with initials. I should have just spelled them out. A political consultant. So another smart one. And that's what I love right there. Stunning, gorgeous, and is into politics. Um, I don't care what side she goes for. It's just that she's in politics and she's like freaking smart. So I love this about her. A little bit older than Kirsten, but shout out to both of them, you know. So I wonder if she's married. I think she has to be. She has to be with someone. I think. If not, y'all are missing out. Like honestly, do I think she can win? I think she could. She might want to downplay her profession as well, just because Xavier did that too when he won season 23. He told no one that he was a lawyer, and he got away with it. Made it to the end. I think she needs to do the same too. So have like a backup. Maybe say you're a bartender. Just say you're a bartender and you're good. Um, I see potential. She definitely can make it to the jury for sure. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, so I loved Nicole, especially on the show. Now she was kind of in the shadows a little bit. She didn't have to compete really or anything. Um, some people liked that, some people didn't. Um, and she was good to go. They were dead set on getting Felicia out that week. And then for some reason they flipped the script on Mimi. And that was, by the way, that was all Corey and America's idea, by the way. They were the ones who masterminded Izzy's eviction and then Jared's eviction and then Mimi's eviction. And it's just one after the other. And that's when Corey and America became the dominant forces of the house. And they were like at the top of the target list. They were the untouchables. So I had high hopes for Mimi. She was my final two pick as well. And it was just wrong how they did her. And I loved her exit too. She refused to give Corey a hug. She was like, and walked on. Oh, I love Mimi. I love her so much. And she called them out too in front of the house as she was walking out the door. So good for her. Good for Mimi. So, all right, now we are at the jury, people. Cameron. Okay. Stop right here.
So let's move on to Cameron Harden.
Let's talk about Cameron.
Boy. Why should I call him dude? Just call him dude. So Cameron Harden, age 34, from Eastern Georgia. He is a stay-at-home dad. I bet you he's a fun dad too. I guarantee it. He looks like
I guess.
he loves to have fun and has a good sense of humor. So I'm hoping that stays true when we get into the house. Do I think he has what it takes? Okay, so if he's a stay-at-home dad, like I said, I think he's got a good personality. If that is the case, then I think people will like him. They will really like. I think he will be one to be your friend in the house. Um, I could see him possibly being used as a what is it called?
A pawn. Come on, Nick.
What's that word? I can't think of it.
A pawn.
Not target, but the pawn. I see him being a potential pawn. And if that's the case, he can slide right up to the 750K.
No.
Because he probably, you never know. That can change his life. That can change his family's life. So, but I see him being a potential pawn if he's going to make it far. So, I should go back. A little bit.
Okay. So his personality was not what I thought of. He was the complete opposite. He gunned hard for the competitions too quickly, even nabbed a lot of competition wins as well. And his personality was anything but bubbly. I think being in the military kind of does that to people. It kind of it takes the emotion out of you. Like, you're not supposed to show emotion at all or anything. So, um, and the whole time with him and Izzy, it was like back and forth. Like, I don't know. And ultimately, it rubbed off on people the wrong way. They ended up just not liking him, and they tried for weeks to get him out of the house. It took them so many evictions, and they finally did it. And it was the one person that we did not expect to take him out the house. It was Bowie Jane that took him out, which makes a good case as to why she's in the finale tonight. I don't think she'll make it the final two, but if she did, um, that would be a part of her speech. That would be a part of her speech. So let's now move on. Let's talk about Corey. We have Corey Wurtenberger, age 21, from Western Florida, college student. So there's another little twist going on right now with the casting. 2 house guests are related to 2 contestants from Survivor this season. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if these 2 know about it. I wonder if these 2 are going to know about each other's family, that background. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Now, I did not add pictures of the relatives. I will go ahead and do that on the first recap show. But Corey has a brother. If any of you Survivor fans are out there, look up Zach Wurtenberger. Zach Wurtenberger. That is his brother who was on Survivor. So, and Survivor and Big Brother, the game is very similar. There's alliances, there's competitions to win immunity, and there's backstabbing and lying and deceit in both games. So I think Corey has a good idea on what he's walking into this season. Do I think he has what it takes to make it to the end? I don't know. I'm going to say no, and only because, and this is going to be my reason for someone later on, because if he tells, okay, he might have a shot, but if he lets anyone know that he's related to what's his name from Survivor, that will put a target on his back, and that will probably ruin his chances. So I think Corey needs to just and trust that the other guy, it's going to be a guy, the other guy that is related to a Survivor contestant can keep his mouth as well. So we'll see what I'm gonna have to pay attention to this guy too. We'll see what happens. He's a college student. Also, I don't know if he has what it takes. We've seen Ian Terry. He was a college student. Won the 500K in his season. Came back for All Stars. Was the first member of the jury. I don't know. Maybe Corey can surprise me. I need to know what he's studying though. I want to know what his major is besides college student. And that will help me determine if he will make it to the end. But for right now, I'm going to say no. He's going to make the jury. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I definitely had to keep my eye on Corey this season. By the way, somebody in the comments said they want Matt to win. Their hashtag Team Matt. I'm all for it. Let's go. But he needs to win that last HOH comp tonight. He really needs to win it. I forgot to mention that Jared and Corey were actually pretty tight in the house. Corey still doesn't know that Suri and Jared are related. Everyone's going to find out tonight. But Corey was behind a lot of the vote flips this season with America as well. We're going to talk about her in a little bit. But just, I was not expecting him to play that kind of a game. Like, he really does have brains, I guess. But yeah, every vote flip that happened, and then he grew a bad mustache, like if you even want to call it that. It was this kid surprised me. He changed my mind about a lot of things, and I was not expecting him to get into showmance at all. So that which only hurt him in the long run, and it was
very comforting to see Corey and America sit on the block next to each other on eviction night. That was gold right there. So, but anyway, okay. Next we have Blue. Let me pull up Blue. Yeah. I was shocked by Corey, honestly. Like, I was mad at him sometimes because he was behind the Izzy vote. That made me mad. He was behind the Mimi vote, tried to throw Mimi and Felicia under the bus. They made an alliance with those two and then tried to backtrack saying they didn't have an alliance with them. I'm so glad Felicia called out America on that night. Oh, it was so fun. It was perfect. America. Okay. We're going to talk about Blue next. Kim, age 25, from New York, New York, and she's a brand strategist. Now, this I forgot to research, but I'm going to research it right now because I want to know what a brand strategist. So, someone who works on social media. So, a brand strategist is a marketing professional responsible for a company's messaging and strategy. Okay, so basically a a promoter or someone who comes up with the slogan or the marketing, who does marketing, trying to get the product or the company out there and try to get them on the map. So she's got to do a lot of persuading, and she's very social. So clearly you got to be smart to do this one. So right off the bat, she looks stunning. So I think this is one that I'm going to watch for. I'm going to keep a close eye on Blue. Very original name. Very authentic name. Yeah. So I don't know. When I heard her talk, kind of gave me some weird vibes. Kind of like she's very like kind of sassy a little bit. So I hope that's not her personality. I hope she is one to get along with. She could potentially be a pick for my final two. We'll have to wait and see. No. As we move on. Yeah, no, she was never going to be my final two pick. Yeah, she was kind of ditzy at sometimes, a little bit clueless. But then she ended up in a showmance. That was out of the blue. But towards the end of her time in the house, I think a lot of people were rooting for her just because she was going up against the power people of the group. First Corey and then Jag. But they caught on to that real quick, and so they had to get her out. And at that point, it was her eviction was like the tough one to watch. It was a sad one because I know she really wanted to fight to get Jag and Matt split up, which is funny because they started the game together. It was all of them together in one alliance. What was it? The 5-finger alliance or something like that. Something like that. But so she fell victim to the second double eviction and was juror number 3. So, but I give her credit. She did really good in this game, and her social game was on point. She was one of them girls, like, just I don't know how you want to call it, but like very social media influencer type, the fashionista of the group, and I'm glad she made it to jury at least. So, all right, now we'll backtrack and talk about America. Brooklyn, New York. She is a medical receptionist. All right. So right away she's stunning. Right. Like she's out of my league. I could try to talk to this girl, but I think she would shoot me down. What do I think? First off the bat, I've seen clips and I've heard that she wants to flirt with the guys, so which is what I'm getting right off the bat. She's definitely going to be one to flirt with the guys. So how could you not? How could you not to get with? Do I think she can take it to the end? I'm going to say no, to be honest, because I think what's going to happen is she's going to go to the showman, and then that's where it gets all screwed up. Usually showmances, only one showmance has made it to the end, and they have since broken up. So, but yeah, I don't know how far this girl will go. It's just a matter of time. We'll figure it out. But this is America. Literally, this is America. I called it. Did I not call it? I totally said she was going to get in a showmance and it was going to wreck her game. And I was right. And not only that, but her and Corey became the power couple of the house. And I said she was out of my league. Yeah, that's because she's a cradle robber, apparently. Uh, yeah, Corey's 21 and she's 27. Well, he actually turned 22 in the house. Um, so I'm clearly out of her league, apparently, because I'm already 26. I'm about to be 27 in just a few weeks. Um, she fell victim to the double eviction and she was juror number 4. But I totally called it from the very beginning. She gets in a showmatch that she's going to ruin her game. She got a lot farther than I thought she was going to, but that's good for her. She wanted to take out Jag and Matt, but they caught on to that real quick and got her out. So, and yes, they do need to stop casting. Yeah. Yeah, they survived it. There's a few showmances that did survive. Um, so hi Callie. Um, I'm thinking this one might survive. We'll see. The holidays are coming up, so that's gonna be a real showing of how the relationship works. I'm sure it's gonna happen. But anyway, now so next we have Suri. Now I didn't know about Suri until the first recap show. Um, yeah, she was the big twist of the night. She was the 17th house guest. I know it's been a while since we haven't seen each other. I'm slowly trying to get back on the app. Uh, Suri ended up becoming one of my favorites in the house. Her social game was on point the whole time. Um, I really love Suri, and I'm so glad I got to go watch. Yeah, so there's a big announcement, Corey. I'm talking to Corey on Kick. Um, there's a big announcement coming tonight on the Big Brother finale, so I highly recommend you guys watch the finale because Julie's going to drop a surprise about a possible winter season of Big Brother. So we're gonna know for sure what's going on later tonight. So I'm excited, and we'll talk about it on the recap show next week. We're gonna talk about the surprise, what she announced. Um, I'm so happy I got to watch the Traders. It was a really good show. You did your thing, Suri. And there is a season 2 of the Traders coming next year. I do follow Spoiler Girl. At this point, I don't want to see any spoilers. I want to be surprised for tonight's finale. But I do read Spoiler Girl. I have read a few of her tweets. So anyway, yeah, I think Suri's eviction. I really wanted her to sit in final 2, and I felt like production was going to set that up for her to at least make it to final 2. I don't think she would have won the game, but at least she would have made it to those spots, and Matt would have been the one to take her. So. By the way, we are less than 30 minutes from the finale. If you are on the East Coast, the finale will be in about 27 minutes. So. Also, if you guys are not watching the finale right after this broadcast, I will be dropping a video that talks about the Grammy Awards. That's going to be dropping in 27 minutes. So stick around to my YouTube channel afterwards to see the video. But let's keep going. We're going to talk about Felicia Cannon. We need to speed these up a little bit so I can talk about the jury scenario. Stunning for 63. Come on now. Come on now. From Kennesaw, Georgia, a real estate agent. All right. So I know your social game has to be really good to be able to persuade the customers over, talk to them, be friendly, get that sale out there. So I think Felicia's social game could be really good. I really do. Do I think she can make it to the end? That's a toughie. If she can, I think she could, but her journey is going to be very tough because one, gotta win comps at some point. You can slide by the first half, but then the second half you really have to start winning comps. And then your social game has to be phenomenal, which I think Felicia has potential. I think she can. I do see her making jury. I think she will. I think they'll keep her. They better keep her. I'm gonna be pissed if they pick her first. So I think she has what it takes. All right.
Yeah, I was.
So, I think she has what it takes.
Shoot. Oh. Okay. I totally called it. She was on the block week 1, and I almost lost it because I was like, "Really gonna send her home right now? Like, come on now." But I'm glad that she made it to 4th place. She was so close. And I was correct. They did use her a lot as the pawn. She was on the block like 8 times during the game. So, but anyway, her social game is all right, but she kept blurting stuff out that she didn't need to be saying. Like, bruh, she was even at one point, she started. I did like the blow up between her and America. Thank God she called her out. But her and Sari, they were close. And then after the Jared vote happened, I was like, what the heck? Like, ugh. She had diarrhea of the mouth at that point. Nevertheless, she made it to Final Four. Good job, Felicia. It's pronounced Felicia, by the way. Yeah, good for her. Okay, so now the next 3 contestants. So now the next 3 slides are going to be how I think the finale is going to be set up. So I think Bowie Jane is going to take 3rd place tonight. I think she will be the last jury member. Let me see what I had to say about her. Jane, I should say. Age 45 from Los Angeles, California. There you go. But fun fact, she was originally born in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, that's really interesting. And I've heard her talk, and I love her accent. I think she's going to be a crowd favorite. I really do. I just hope her personality is really good. I just want to make sure this is what I think it is. And no, it is not. Okay. So she is a barrister / DJ. And I just looked up the definition for barrister. Yeah, barrister. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's not what you think. You're getting confused with barista. That's not what that is. A barrister is a lawyer entitled to practice as an advocate, particularly in the higher court. Okay, so that means she's freaking smart. Mm-hmm.
Follows politics. So, lawyer. So, she's really smart, and I think people better watch out.
Mm-hmm.
So, having said that, I pay close attention to lawyers because one thing is you got to know how to persuade people, win people over, be social, and kind of manipulate a little bit on the defendant side or the plaintiff side, whichever side you're going to be on. You got to know your social game has to be intact. I'm still a little iffy on if she has what it takes to be the final 2. Little iffy. So, but she is a candidate. Okay. I wish I could say people like her, but after this last couple of weeks, I don't think they like Bowie Jane that much. I think they're highly praying for her downfall, and she becomes the final member of the jury. So we're gonna wait and see. But yeah, that's what a barrister was. She's with the courts and all that, and I'm pretty sure she's going to reveal her secret tonight. She's also going to announce that she's 45 years old. No one would have guessed. So yeah, a lot of secrets are going to be revealed tonight. So, but Bowie Jane did surprise us, ladies and gentlemen. She won the HOH to take out Cameron, her closest ally. Like, I still think that was a bad move on her part. Yeah, that was a bad move. And then she ended up winning 2 more HOHs to send America and Felicia home. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe she will make final 2. All right. I predict that Jag is going to take 2nd place. So let's talk about Jag real quick. Jag Baines, our very first Muslim that wears a hijab. Turban. I meant to say turban. I'm sorry. I corrected it on the video too.
first Muslim person to wear a turban in the house. That was a big deal. So, but I want to make that correction real quick.
Already, but this is the first one that wears to Jack. Age 25 years old from Omak. Who is that?
Olmec.
Washington. That's Washington. Omak, Washington. And he speaks English beautifully. You can tell he adapted to the dialect. Once when you go to like a new kind of area, the new town, a new country, whatever, it takes you a minute to get used to the dialect. So I think he must have lived here for like all his life and got accustomed to the dialect. But his interview sounded really good. I he spoke like nothing, so he was good. He's a truck company owner, so he's always on the road, making that go. So, do I think he can make it to the end? I think he could. He's got to. I want to see how his competition. I want to see how he does in competitions. He could have a good social game. A truck company owner, I don't know. Well, no, he's an owner, so I don't think he's on the road a lot. So maybe he is social with people. If he puts himself out there like that, then I think he'll be okay. He'll have a good social game. We'll see how his personality seems bubbly, so that's why he's on the show. So we'll wait and see. I'm gonna watch out for Jag right here. I think he can make it. He can at least make it to jury. That's for sure. I think he will. So let's hope that he does.
Well, I couldn't have said it better. I did think Jag was going to make it far. He had potential to make it to the end, and look at where he's standing. He could be in final two tonight. It is possible. I'm predicting he will be in final two. I just don't know if he's going to win or not. It all depends on the jury. Fun fact: Jag was evicted on week 4, I believe, but was saved from the power of invincibility thanks to the person we're going to talk about next, who I predict will win the game tonight. But I gotta say, his social skills were good up until jury started happening, and then he started burning bridges with the jury. So, if Jag, we're gonna talk about the jury scenario. So let me just save that. We'll move on to our last person to talk about, who I think is going to win Big Brother tonight. And I think it's going to be Matt.
Louisiana. He is a Deaf Olympic gold medalist. So Matt is our first. Well, he's not deaf, but you can tell by his speech. When you start hearing him talk, you can kind of tell something's going on there to where he is partially deaf. But nevertheless, he is our very first deaf person on the series. A season of first, I must say. And there are videos of him competing in the Deaf Olympics. Go on YouTube and look that up. We might pull it up right now if we have time. So obviously he's athletic, and that's what they're going to be gunning for right off the bat. But if Matt can smooth people over with his social game, I do see him making it far. But he might be one of those guys that has to win competitions to save his butt.
Yep. So, yep.
I don't know if we'll get another Michael from last season. Michael impressed the heck out of me last year. But I think I picked him. I'm pretty sure I picked him for final 2. Do I think Matt can take it to the end? I don't know. I do think he can make it to jury as long as he is good with everyone. Maybe win some competitions. Not too many, but just enough.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see.
Let me pick something else real quick. Okay. Yes, I was so spot on about Matt. He needed to win competitions to get far in the game. And thankfully, he won the HOH when he did, because he was going to be a goner. Now he's sitting in final 3. Jag ended up being the Michael of this season. He was winning comps after comps after comps. Yeah, Big Brother had to definitely adjust to Matt to give Matt a fair chance at competing. Matt has confirmed he is going to be training for the 2024 Olympic trials. So if those go well, we will be seeing Matt on our TV next summer at the Paris Olympics. So Matt, good luck to you on your Olympic trials. I hope you do really good. I want to see you go get the gold, represent America so well. So Matt, I want Matt to win tonight, but he's going to have a tough road to the end. He's got to win one of the competitions, and then he needs to make it to part 3 of the HOH tonight. Now, who does he pick in final 2? His best bet, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to take Jag, but honestly, that is his best move to get Jag out of the house and get a 7-0 vote. So that is a perfect segue into what we're going to talk about in a little bit. But first, we want to talk about, we have 15 minutes, folks, by the way, if you're getting ready to watch the finale in 15 minutes. We're going to talk about America's favorite house guest. Tonight, one house guest is going to win $50,000 for being voted America's favorite house guest. Voting closed this morning, so I hope you guys got your votes in. I heard it was a tie between Matt, Suri, and Cameron for top vote getter. So we're going to see who wins tonight. My guess is it might be, if Matt doesn't, I think Cam's going to get it. I have a feeling Cameron's going to get favorite house guest. So, but we're going to find out who that is at the end of this show. Okay. Somebody has already mentioned this in the comments. I think we're getting a potential Big Brother winter season. I think it's going to happen. But good news, and I might as well put this up already. It says SAG actor strike still in process. I just read the news. The strike just ended yesterday, folks. I made this presentation before I found out the strike ended officially. So now negotiations are in effect, and we're going to see how the actors are going to make their way back into the film industry, when we can expect to start getting shows and stuff like that. I don't think there's going to be enough time to get the winter shows going, so that's why we have a potential winter season coming. It won't be till the new year starts. So the question is, do we get a Celebrity Big Brother season 4? Or could we get a Big Brother winter season? Meaning anyone who's won Big Brother is eligible for this thing. Or we can get a Legend season. Now, if we get a Legend season, it's basically another All-Star season. Basically anyone. So, but I did mention Julie has a holiday surprise for us tonight. So let's see what's going to be. Let's talk a little bit about the winter season. So if there is a winter season, I've gone through the list and I've listed who could potentially be sitting in the Big Brother house for that season. The only person I did not add was the winner of Big Brother Over the Top, and that was Morgan. I think she'd be a good contender too. So, but anyway, let's talk about these people real quick. From the top, we have Dr. Will Kirby, winner of season 2. Evil Dick, winner of season 8. Dan Giesling, winner of season 10 and runner-up of season 14 against this guy right here. We'll talk about him in a second. Steve from season 17. Hayden, winner of season 12. Rachel, winner of season 13. Ian, winner of season 14. Derek, winner of season 16. Jordan, winner of season 11. Casey, winner of Big Brother 20. Cody, winner of Big Brother All-Stars, season 2. Xavier, winner of Big Brother 23. Let's go. Nicole, winner of Big Brother season 18. Third place winner of Big Brother All-Stars. And we have the reigning queen of Big Brother, who's going to pass down her throne tonight when one of the 3 is the winner tonight. Taylor Hale, winner of Big Brother 24. These are my picks on who I think will be in the winter season, if it happens. All right, now we need to talk about the jury scenarios. This will be quick. Okay, so first off,
let's say it's Bowie Jane versus Jag. Cameron will vote for Jag, believe it or not, because Cameron worships Jag's competition wins. I think he is voting basically on competition wins. So Corey's gonna vote for Jag. Blue will vote for Jag. America will vote for Jag. Marie will vote for Jag. Felicia will vote for Jag, and Matt will vote for Jag. Unless Jag is the one that cuts him, then I think he will vote for Bowie Jane. So Jag will, if it's Bowie Jane versus Jag, Jag is going to win 7-0 or a 6-1 vote if Jag evicts Matt. Okay. Now we have Bowie Jane versus Matt. Cameron will vote for Matt. Corey will vote for Matt. Blue will vote for Matt. America will vote for Matt. Marie will vote for Matt. Melissa will vote for Matt. And Jag will vote for Matt. So Bowie Jane versus Matt, I expect a 7-0 vote. Okay? Jag versus Matt. This is the. Sorry, that was my kick thing. I got the 20% marker. We're almost done. We got 10 more minutes. So let's just hold it out. Yes, we're talking about Big Brother. Our kickoff show is almost over. So if we have Jag, yeah, tonight is the finale of Big Brother. If you're on the East Coast of US, it's going to be on in 10 minutes. So get ready. They started the season. So they started it late because of the strikes that were going on this summer. So they started in August. So tonight is the last episode. So we're going over who we think will win tonight. Hey, Jag versus Matt. This is likely going to be the scenario that we see tonight. So the final three is Jag, Matt, and Bowie Jane. Those are the final three competitors. So in this scenario, Cameron is going to vote for Jag. Corey will vote for Matt. Blue will vote for Jag. America will vote for Matt. Marie will vote for Matt. Alicia will vote for Matt. Bowie Jane will vote for Matt. Unless Matt evicts Bowie Jane, then Bowie Jane's going to vote for Jag to win. So Matt can still win 5-2, or it'll be a 4-3 vote if Matt evicts Bowie Jane and she decides to be salty. So the winning percentages. So Matt has a 66.67% chance to win the game. Jag has a 33.33% chance to win the game. And Bowie Jane has no chance at all. I'm sorry. She thinks she's going to win this. She's sorely mistaken. Okay, so we're almost there, folks. Here's how tonight is going to go down. As I mentioned, if you're on the East Coast, the Big Brother finale is going to start in 8 minutes, so get ready for that. Here's what to expect. Tonight, the final head of household competition will be played out, all 3 parts. We will get the 3rd part live. Only 2 people will be eligible for that one. The winner of the head of household competition is going to choose who they sit next to in the final 2. It's a $750,000 decision. It could be good or it could be bad. It depends on who wins it. So, therefore, the final eviction will take place. Our last contestant will go to the jury, and the jury will crown the winner of Big Brother 25. And America's favorite house guest is going to be crowned tonight. So, hopefully you all voted. So that is, and then Julie has a surprise for us on what we're going to be seeing possibly this winter. We're going to see. Okay, now the final recap show of the season. My last recap show is going to be next week. I postponed it. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I have some matters I need to attend to, so I apologize for that. And this will give me time to work on it because I want to put a best moments kind of feature in it. We're going to recap the entire finale. I'll tell you who wins if you haven't heard. If you're living under a rock for the next week, I'll tell you who wins. We won America's favorite house guest. And then, like I said, I'm going to do a best moments kind of montage. Some of the best moments of Big Brother 25. We'll show it right here. And then we'll call it a wrap for 2023. That'll be it for Big Brother. All right. And there is that. Check something real quick.
Whoa, I had something playing right here. I'm gonna pull something real quick. I'm gonna get something real quick before we leave. Okay. All right, I got something going on real quick. I'm gonna show you what I've got planned afterwards. Um, let us see this real quick. Darn. Let me just show you something real quick. Okay, so we are reaching the end of our time here on the season finale kickoff. I kind of got things done a little early this time around. Remember, my email address is nickmorales2012@gmail.com. And I am currently streaming on Kick right now. To those of you who are streaming on Kick, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to make my way back on Kick as soon as I can. Feel free to message me. I'll chat with you on the DMs, and we could talk more about the finale and anything else, Big Brother. But feel free to go through all my other Big Brother videos and live streams that I did this season to see what we do on the show. Now, if you are not watching the Big Brother finale in the next 4 minutes, I do have another surprise for you. I have a video that is dropping that talks about the 2024 Grammy Awards. I'm making predictions as to who will get a nomination because tomorrow morning the nominations will be announced on YouTube and the Grammy Awards website at www.grammy.com. I'm going to make a video of my reaction to the nominations, and then we are going to talk about them in December on my next video. And you can also, and we'll talk more about that later on. But before we go, I want to share with you probably one of the highlights from this past season of Big Brother. I have to get it. I have to check these real quick. There we go. So here's my last treat to you all before we close, before we get ready for the finale. This was my favorite moment. If you're on Kick, you won't be able to hear this. But if you're on the stream, here you go. This is for you.
Beautiful under any skies, short like a piece of grain. A thin mustache, if you call it that, it causes my eyes pain. America, America, did you have a lobotomy? He's a tiny man, can't kiss worth a damn. Let's throw him in the sea.
Dang. All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and end it on that note. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If it's 8 o'clock, it's time to head on to the Big Brother finale. So good luck. Good luck to the final 3. We're going to be in for a good night. So let's get this going. I'll see y'all later. Bye.